चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदनाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरकृष्णे नमः वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरव शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौरव भक्त वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्णा। Dear devotees, it's a very special month, Kartik month of Srimati Radharani, Damodar month. It's very auspicious. Today's Dhanteras also in India. So they worship. It's really not Lakshmi Devi, but the worship is this Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri, that Dhanteras came from the word Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri brought with a like a nectar pot, and he gave it. That is from the churning, a nectar pot came out. That's why there was a fight between the asuras and suras, devta and demons. So anyway, also there is Roop Chaudas is coming tomorrow, and then there is a Roop Chaudas, means all the princesses who were 16,100 in number, and Krishna married to all of them. So their fortune and they become very beautified just because of the association with Lord Krishna. As they pray to the Lord that so many people have touched their hands, now they are contaminated, they cannot be married to anybody, please marry us all. And he so graciously, he married to everyone and made so many palaces for everyone. And we got 10 sons out of each queens, 16,108 were his patranis, means the chief of all the queens. So anyway, and he had one daughter out of each of them, and they had palatial places. Narad Muni, and he was transferred into so many forms also. It's not that their number would come after 16,000 years, but they were all the time living with Lord Krishna. So that is the greatness of Krishna. We cannot imagine, and we should always glorify the Lord. We are his part and parcel, and we should surrender to him. Out of ego, out of being under the influence of three modes of material nature, we think this is all in all, but we are part of Krishna. And as a part of Krishna, we should surrender to him. A part is to serve the whole always. That is the rule. Just like the hand is our part, it feeds the stomach. So it does not enjoy separately. So we also should not enjoy separately. It should be all in cooperation with Krishna and with other living beings. Because there are many parts. Legs is on place, and ears there are like 10 kinds of different sensation. Gyan, knowledge acquiring, and the activity. So all have to work together. one cannot just remain without help, getting help from other. So we are talking about in this chapter that how this is the Prahlad pacifies the Lord with prayers. So now this Hiranyakashipu has been killed by Lord Narasimhadev, protecting all the boons he got from Lord Brahma. And later on, he's lying there, and now he was sitting on the throne of this Asur. Now, because Narasimhadev knew that he is my devotee, Jai and Vijay, so he was not hesitant in sitting. Otherwise, why the Lord, who's completely pure, would see on the throne of some impure person like this demon? But he was sitting there uh, at the in between at the twilight time and protecting all those boons. So anyway, so how he was so fearful that Brahma could not go, even Lord Shiva and Indra and any demigod could not dare to go there. Even the whole earth was shaking, all the planetary system was shaking. So ultimately, Brahmaji asked uh, Prahlad Maharaj, please go. And he was so fearless. And fearlessly he went and and he embraced him. He brought him. He opened his arms that please come, my dear son. I have delayed. I'm delayed so much, and you have been harassed by your own father. So please come. He put him on his lap. He was leaking his body, just like a small child or the cow leaks the calf, and mother also leaks. And uh, so he was embracing, leaking his uh, face, and then so much. Krishna is so kind that he has so much relationship with everybody. He can have the relation. You may say there are billions and billions and trillions of jivas. How he could relate? Because he could transform into all those things. So many, and he has each individual have a relationship with Krishna himself. And Krishna is unlimited, and he could love unlimited children. He produces unlimited children because his thirst for love is unlimited. Means we are hungry for love of Krishna, and Krishna is hungry for our love. We become married, we get married and have children for loving exchange, not for that we could eat or he will serve me. That is something secondary. That is not the main reason. Main reason is exchange of love. So Krishna comes for that purpose. And from Prahlad Maharaj's story, it is pages after pages. More than like 10 chapters have been dedicated to Prahlad Maharaj's Bhagvatam. So how he pacified. So many exalted personalities like Brahma, Indra, Pitras, Siddhas, Vidyadharas, Nagas, Prajapatis, Manus, Gandharvas, Charanas, Yakshas, Kimpurushas, Kinnaras, and so many Vishnu uh, Parshads, they offered their prayers, but he was still, and the ferocious Lord Narsingh Dev, he maintained his angry mood. The demigods had dared not to approach him. The influence of Lila Shakti, even Lakshmi Devi is consoled, who always sits on his lotus feet, and she is a place with tuft of hair for Lakshmi Devi, but she could not also dare to go. She has never seen such ferocious form of the Lord. So she was also afraid. Uh, so this was all fashioned by the Lord Lila Shakti in order to make everyone taste Adbhut Ras, the mood of astonishment. Krishna want to fight fearsome mood. So he designed that his own devotees should come as a asura and fight with him. So he had a good fight. Just like Bhishma Pitama wanted to see the Lord in his Adbhut Ras, and he showed this. And now also he is saying this. So Lord Brahma then approached, like he asked for Lord that please go to the Lord, and Lord put his hand on his head, and then he became quiet. A Vaishnava is so acutely aware of the Lord's limitless glories that he thinks himself extremely low and incompetent of offering prayers that are suitable enough. So he did not think that he could offer prayers, but they are, see, the devotee's main quality that he does not have any his own personal desire. He does not want anything material. He wants to serve the Lord. That is our actual position. Save punsham paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshati. Ahetuki apratihata ye atma suprasidati. Apratihata means without any interruption, and ahetuki without any another desire. Only the desire is to serve Krishna. Oh my Lord, how I can serve you? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. O Mother Hara, Srimati Radharani, please engage me in the service of the Lord. And that is a natural relationship. It's not imposed upon us. But anything material under the three modes of material nature is always imposed on us. In mode of passion, we want so many things. We enjoy sex, we enjoy material opulences, enjoy, and we don't want to go. We don't want to get out of this. We think that is all in all. Everything is all here. I'm enjoying. Why I should go? So they never ask the Lord. They never try for that. Everything is available. Krishna is made available like it is a Kartik time. You get the result thousands of times more. Like when you chant only one round, it is more than 1,000 rounds. Or read Bhagavatam, eat some prasad, or do some devotional service. Krishna accepts it so much. Even Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yoma Bhakta Prach. That one who gives him with love and devotion, even a little leaf or water, means anybody can get. So to please Krishna is not difficult, but we are so hard-hearted. We don't want to even give that much. And that is why we are rotting the material world from time immemorial. There is no, it's limitless time. We don't know. It's the very beginning that we are here, and it's just uh, one lifetime of Brahma is 311 trillion years and some billion years. So that is just one lifetime of Brahma. And we have been here, many Brahmas has gone. We had so many lives. How long we will suffer? So if we just surrender, just on the footsteps of Prahlad, there are 12 Mahajanas, but Prahlad is one of the Mahajanas. So if you could surrender to him or walk on his footsteps, he was never afraid. He was fearless. He was never afraid of thrown from. He was not calculating scientifically, oh, I will be fall down from such a mountain, how many feet, what is the direction of the wind. He was not calculating all that. He just depended that, oh Lord, he did not even ask for his protection. But Krishna made sure that. So there are many personalities. So we'll talk about this, but let me just little bit that. So a Vaishnava is so acutely aware of Lord's limitless glories that he thinks himself extremely low and incompetent in offering prayers. Having made up his mind to pray, Prahlad addressed Lord Narsimhadev. Your incarnations cause protection, prosperity, fearlessness in the entire universe. So main thing is fearlessness. So that is what we will talk. And let me read this verse, and that talks about fearlessness. Verse number 4 from Srimad Bhagavatam. Text number 4. Prahlad pacifies the Lord with prayers. Tatheti sanakai rajan mahabhagavato arbhaka. Arbhaka means although only a small boy. Arbhak means a small boy. Upetya bhuvikayena nanam vidhratanjali. Vidhrata Anjali. Anjali means folded his hands like this. So that is Anjali. Anjali means, and some girl's name is Anjali also. So anyway, folded hands means surrender, means taking shelter, means manmana abhav madbhak. We should always think of Krishna. Madhyajimam, pay obeisances with folded hands, folded Anjali, and worship and pay obeisances. These four things. Manmana bhav madbhakto, madhyajimam namaskuru, mame vashyasi satyante, pratijane please. And Krishna says that one who surrenders to him, then he has no difficulty. But otherwise, Maya is so difficult. Mama Maya Duratya. Duratya is very, very difficult to cross over. Mama Maya Duratya. Mama Evaye Prapadyante. If you surrender to him, Prapadyante means you surrender to him, then Maya Metam Taratite. Krishna will cross you over this material nature. Otherwise, big stalwarts who have done so much devotional service, but they have never surrendered. Why we don't surrender? Because of ahankar. Ahankara vimuratma kartahamiti manyate. We think that I am the doer. We should always think that Krishna is the doer. Krishna is taking care of me. He is doing everything. I am just a surrendered soul. I have no independence. But we think I am the boss. I am proprietor. I can do. I'm very strong. And we identify with the body rather than identifying with a part of Krishna. Jiva Mamaivansho Jiva Loke Jiva Sanatana. Maya Dhyakshana Prakriti. Prakriti is working under the direction of Krishna. But we think that I can control the Prakriti. The scientists and everything, they are so much fucked up. But they cannot do even a little thing, just 1 second, and whole thing could be devastated. So Krishna's hands are very big, and we should surrender to him. And by that process, we could become free from this material entanglement. So, text number 4, Narad Muni, translation, there is no purport, just translation. Narad Muni continued. I mean, so Narad Muni, please go forward. It says Narad. So Narad Muni is telling this story to Yudhishthira Maharaj. And then now here it is Brahmaji is telling, Narad Muni is continuing, and this story is also being told by Sukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj is listening. Yudhishthira Maharaj is listening, being told by Narad Muni, and here again that is being told that Lord Brahma is telling. So there are sometimes stories, and then there are stories under stories, another story. So a story just continues like 3-4 times, and sometimes it may be confusing that who is telling whom. Narad Muni is telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj, O king, although the exalted devotee Prahlad Maharaj was only a little boy, he accepted Lord Brahma's words. He gradually proceeded. What was the Lord Brahma's words? That please go and pacify the Lord. You go and so he went there. So this is the sum and substance. That toward Prahlad proceeded towards the Lord and fell at his feet to offer obeisances. When you go to the Lord that you don't know what it is, who is, you just pay obeisances. You just go and pay your humble obeisances, pay under pranam, not that you become arrogant. Oh, I'm more bigger than him. Why I should pay my respect to him? He should pay me respect. And this, whenever there is this false idea, anyway, Tranadati Sunichena, Taro Iva Saishwana, Amanina Manadena, Kirtani Sada. And only you put this Krishna, if that is the character you have. What kind of character? Tranadati. You should become humbler than the grass. Sunichena, Taro Iva Saishwana. You should tolerate like the people throw stones and stick and cut even, but tree does not take revenge or does not say, don't do that. Amanina, don't expect any man or ijjat or samman or your glorification or respect from the people, but give respect to everybody. So that is the way. And then even Ashlishyava Padartam Vinastumam Adarshanam Atam Karatva Yata Tatava Vedatu Dhammato Mata Prananata Sarana. And you should surrender. Whether he embraces me, maybe we are suffering because of our previous result. We are doing everything nice, or maybe we have done something wrong in the past lives. So we have to suffer. But if we surrender to Krishna gracefully, all these things, past curve, future curve, and the present, they all get purified. So we have to get purified, and not that we have to become desireless. Our desire has to be, we are here in the material world because of the wrong desires. Desire to enjoy the material nature. But if we give up this desire, and you have desire to serve Krishna in a very, very humble mood, then naturally Krishna will be pleased. Amanina manadena. So Krishna needs false ego to be removed. False ego means I'm man, I'm Englishman, I'm British, I'm rich, I'm poor. Everything is done by my, these things are running because my arrangement, I'm a big donor or whatever it is. So we should not have any of these designations. We should think that I am just part of the dust of the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, and let me just serve him and my spiritual master. So by the touch of the Lord Nrsimha's hand on Prahlad Maharaj, this thought. Text number 5. So Prahlad fell at the lotus feet of the Lord respectfully, and he paid him obeisances and folded his hands, standing. The next verse, text number 5. स्वपादमूले पतितं तमर्भकं विलोक्य देवः कृपया परिप्लुतः उत्थाप्य तच्छिष्णार् यदधात कराम्बुजं काला हि वित्रस्तधियां कृता भयम्. When Lord Nrsimhadev saw the small boy Prahlad Maharaj prostrated at his soles of his lotus feet, so he is being prostrated. Prostrated means Dandavat Pranam. He became most ecstatic in affection. He became so affectionate. Like if you have a child and he plays your obeisances, falls at your lotus feet, naturally you will become very pleased with him. and very affectionate. You will pull him and put him on your lap, and you will start embracing him or licking his face. Or so he was became affectionate towards his devotee, raising Prahlad. Once he raised him up, the Lord placed his lotus hand upon the boy's head, and he put his hand on the head of the Prahlad Maharaj, because his hand is always ready to create fearlessness in all his devotees. He creates fearlessness in his devotees. We just become happy. You are blessed, our blessings. But our main blessing is that you become a pure devotee and serve the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. You become affectionate to the Lord. May Lord protect you. We always pray Narasimha for protection. So we will learn from how Prahlad Maharaj was so much fearlessness. So how the fearlessness comes? Here the main thing is fearlessness. And how that comes? So fearlessness comes from surrender to Krishna, from giving your false ego that I'm I'm the man, I'm the proprietor, I can do all these things. Just like Maharaj. He was told many times, not Narsingadev, Narad Muni, it's so much forest, a deep forest, the snakes and lions and tigers and poisonous and what you will eat and hot and cold and so much winds and so many. So how you will, but Prahlad, the Dhruv Maharaj said, no, I will tolerate whatever happens. I will go and please the Supreme Lord. And within 6 months, he could see the vision of the Supreme Lord face to face. So that is the glory. This Vratrasur, he was Chitraketu Maharaj, and he was cursed to become a demon. And he was so ferocious that even Indra and all the demigods, he was alone on one side. And so many thousands of devatas were there to fight with him, but they could not conquer him. Even Indra coming himself with Airavat and his Vajra, and then he threw him out. Then they approached to the Lord, and whenever there is a problem, they go and bother the Supreme Lord. This is where the Dadichi's bones. So they made a special weapon uh, to kill Vratrasur. So they are so nirlajja, you could say, without any lajja or shame, that they go to this Dadiji Muni. And he says, okay, if it is useful for anybody else, what is the use of the body? So he went into a trance, became unconscious. Then the cows came and they licked all the flesh, and they just finished that. And then with his bones, the demigods made it was made by the uh, not not Maya, not Maya demon, but Vishwakarma. And he made this weapon. And even with the weapon, he swallowed that weapon. He threw it back on the Indra. And Indra's elephant went so many feet backward. But he's saying, please kill me. This is the weapon is made to kill me. And so that I can give up my demonic body and let me, means even the demons could be a pure devotee. He was much exalted devotee than Indra. Indra wanted the kingdom, and Indra wanted to, but so Indra was praising him. Because once you see Vakrasur when he was Chitraketu, he prayed to the Lord, and Lord gave him an aeroplane to travel. But once he was traveling and he saw Parvati sitting on the lap of Lord Shiva, then he just commented that how in front of all the fishes that Lord Shiva, who is the pure devotee, has this kind of behavior. And Parvati could not take it. She said that you become a demon. And so he became a Vratrasur. So anyway, so Vratrasur was fearless. He was saying that let my affection be to the Lord as a woman whose husband has gone outside and how much she is waiting for the husband to come. And the same kind of my relation with the Lord that I could remember all the time to my Supreme Lord, or even the cows and the birds and the little babies, bird, they are looking for the mother to feed them in the mouth. Uh, so anyway, so Haridas Thakur that you see that he was beaten in 22 marketplaces. He was all the time chanting. So what was protecting him is Krishna's name. Krishna's name and Krishna is non-different. It was Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took all his beatings. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his to anybody, he was showing his form whoever is the lover of any kind of form, he showed him that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is the embodiment of all the forms. So he showed and he said that, remember Haridas, you were being bitten, but see on my back, that whips mark, it became black. Anyway, it's not that Lord suffers us, because whenever we think, and we may not suffer, it is all in the mind. Suffering is in the mind. Mind thinks that it is pleasure, we think it is pleasure. Pleasure, unpleasure, happiness, distress, feeling. If we could control the mind, that is the best. And then whatever comes, we tolerate that. So Haridas Thakur tolerated and he became fearless. He was not afraid. He never said that, okay, I will give the name of the chanting the name. Means king, whatever his name, Hussein Shah, he said that I would forgive you if you just chant or give up your Hindu religion, take Muslim, uh, also Kalma and just chant, uh, read the Holy Bible. But he says, no, I cannot give my Lord. And so he was chanting, but he was protected by the Lord. And so always there is the Mirabai, when she was given the poison and bad behavior with her, and she went and she was not afraid of drinking. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he drank poison also, his own mother gave it. Hiranyakashipu said that to his wife, you give this poison to your son, whether you like me or you like your son, whatever, you have to like only one. So without any, she just left her. Prahlad saw that and he knew that what is this. And he offered it to the Lord, just like Mirabai, and he drank it off. And mother, don't worry, I will drink this. So there is Samarth Ram, and there are many in the his stories, like Shivaji, and he was not afraid of Akbar Badshah attacks of that, surrendered, and so many. He saw Shivaji, many, and he was there in that, but it's not very, but he was surrendered. So this Ramananda Maharaj, who is in Vrindavan, he has both kidney failure, and if anybody comes, like there were some thieves and wanted to kill him, and they said that, okay, you could kill me. What do you see in my hand? There is Ganga Jal. I will sprinkle on you, and what would happen, you will know. And so he was fearless, completely fearless. Whatever happens, one day you have to leave the body anyway. So he was fearless and depending on blood. And see our Prabhupada, how much he was fearless. Prabhupada tolerated so many insults, so many things, so many court cases, so many heart attacks, seasickness, vomiting, and even later on also, so many opposition. But he was fearless, even in you here in the Bombay temple, the struggle, how much he struggled in Bombay. And people who are attacking the devotees is always fearless because they depend on the mercy of the Lord Krishna. Name Bhakta Kaunteya Pratijani Name Bhakta Pranashati. That my devotee never perishes, never sees down. I will protect. Name Bhakta Pranashati. What Krishna say? Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. Yoga means he unites what we don't have. Kshem means he protects. So we should become, he will protect us. There is per word and upper word. We have to go for upper word, not per. Per word is per, ba, ma, ba, ma. Per and parishram. Per means fenil, fain comes. Parishram means so much hard work. Ba is birth, task. Bha is bhai. We are so much fear. And so everybody protects. They have eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Defending is we are fearful, so we try to defend ourselves. So those four are always there. Eating, ahar, nidra, bhai. Bhai is fear. Bhai, maitunam. And having sex life. So those are, but we should go beyond is prema kumar kumahan. And if we surrender to Krishna, he will always protect us. Draupadi, Krishna came in the form of sari, and he protected her. Draupadi, when there was like Jayadratha, and he wanted to kidnap her and take her and enjoy her, then she asked for Krishna, and then Bhim comes and protects. Although Jayadratha was a brother-in-law of this Duryodhana. Anyway, not Jayadratha is there. Anyway, so also like Durvasa Muni. He came at the time when Draupadi ate from the pot that was given to them by sun god, and then she also had finished. But Krishna came and he just ate a little leaf, and when he was satisfied, everybody satisfied. So our duty is to satisfy Krishna. And Mare Krishna Rake Krishna Mare. If Krishna wants to protect you, nobody can do anything. And Krishna wants to kill you, nobody can protect you. Balana Bako Kari Sake Jo Jaga Meri Ho. Means if your whole world is against you, then they could not even shake your hair, one hair even, they cannot do. So we should depend on Krishna, we should surrender to Krishna, we should pray to Krishna that peace, and not always for protection. This Lord Narasimha's prayer, Yato Narasimha, Parato Narasimha. He is here, he is there, he is right, left, up, down. So we pray to him and he does protect us. He protected Prahlad Maharaj, and we should also be fearless and he will definitely give us protection. So Tukaram, Sant Tukaram, from modern age, and he was protected when so many people attacking and his relatives gave him very, very hot water to take a bath, and they were condemning him and that he would not bring so many gifts for his daughter's marriage. But Krishna comes as a uh, as a merchant and he gave everything, whatever it is. They were all amazed at how he could. Who is this man who brought? He came as a big setter, big businessman, and he satisfied all the relatives. So Myro, they call, they sing even all the time. Even today they were singing in our temple. So Prabhupada was fearless. Ramananda Maharaj, I told you, see how the Pandavas were depending. And they were fearless. So much big army, more than double Akshuri Sena. And this Pandavas were on one side. But Arjun chose Krishna single without taking any weapons. Why he took? Krishna, all in all, I don't need all this army. And he was driving his chariot as a menial servant. But he is willing to do anything for his devotee. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his devotees were afraid of this Chan Kazi, that he will arrest everybody. And then he took this mission, non-violence, but he went all with the torch lights to Chan Kazi's house. And Chan Kazi's, he was very much afraid. He went all the way up in the attic. He said, Uncle, please come down, let us stop. And then they talked, and then he's in my dynasty, nobody will ever stop Sankit. And even today also they do it in the Mayapur area. Ambarish Maharaj, you know what? This he had produced, he removed Durvasa Muni came because he took a little water after Ekadashi. Like Ekadashi, we had Ekadashi yesterday. And you could take either Jagannath rice. If you have it, you should save the dry rice and open like your Ekadashi. You break your fast with a little rice from Jagannath. That's tested by the Lord. The prasad is all right, but that's from Lord Jagannath's mouth. You take it and you break your fast. She was breaking the fast, Amrish Maharaj, with a little water. Because after so many days of fasting, whole year, he wanted to break his fast. And Durasa Muni did not come in time. Because there is a certain time that you should break your fast. And so he was become so angry and ferocious. You drank water, you ate something before I'm your chief guest and you neglected me. I will see, I will show you what I can do. And he pulled his hair and then threw it on the ground. And a Kratya, big demoness, appeared. And she wanted to devour Ambarish Maharaj. But before that, the guard, the Sudarshan Chakra, uh, this came, the weapon of the Lord came and he went behind. He burned out Kratya and then he went behind this Brahman Durvasa. Durvasa went to every place and then he went to even Lord Vishnu because he could travel by his yoga power. But it's not having yoga power does not mean that he is a pure devotee. So then Lord said that I'm Aham Bhakta Paradin. I am not independent. I am surrendered only. He lives in my heart, in the heart of my devotees, and devotees live in my heart. I cannot do anything. So he went back to Ambarish Maharaj, paid him respects, and then He said that whatever that, please Sudarshan Chakra, please become quiet. Don't burn him. If I have done anything, please do that. And Sudarshan Chakra became uh, like he became like he would not hurt the Dorasamani. Dorasamani fell at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. So you could just see, you see Bali Maharaj, everything was taken away. But he was not afraid, he was fearless. Because he gave in charity to the Supreme Lord, Vaman Dev. And then he said that I am separate from my possession. A person who has possession is separate from his possession. He is not a possession. So he said that you measured everything, all the planets. But my head is there. You could put your third foot on my head. So he put him and he thrown him to Sutallo. At that time, his his daughter was there, and his daughter initially she thought he's so beautiful boy. I wish he could have been my, I could have feed him my breast. So in the next time when Krishna came as a, then she came as a Putna because she showed some ferocity that I will kill him. But then he liberated her also. So Krishna, you come in touch with Krishna in any way, shape or form, by fear, by scolding him, by in any way, by just taking his remnants, prasad seva, his flower garlands, or spreading Krishna consciousness, or paying him obeisances. He could protect you in any form or shape, but we had to be taking his shelter of the holy name could protect you. Shelter of the prayers, tell, shelter of taking shelter of his pure devotees, taking their shelter, and he could be protected. So Krishna promises, and then he is more happier when he takes shelter from his pure devotees. Means our Swarup is Das Dasanodasa, but we are Gopi Bhartur Padakamandayor Das Dasanodasa. Even we are miles away, but it is still until parampara, it goes to Krishna. So Krishna becomes very, very happy. So how to become fearless is to surrender to Krishna, is to pray to Krishna, take shelter of his pure devotee, have his spiritual master, pray to him, and you can become fearless. Take one big Krishna Prasad, chant the holy name of the Lord, be in association with his devotee. Why one? Oh, I'm so big. Why I should be in association? No, one should not be in a fear. You should associate with the devotee. If you live separately, then big exalted devotees they fall down. So I hope that you could hear well these things. So Bali Maharaj, even nowadays, like this. So we were talking about power and upper. So beyond this power, that is Parisham, Pa is Fenil, Pa is Birth attacks, Ma is Bha is Bhai and Mrityu. But there is upper, opposite than this power, is upper. And means, so we should become opposite of this. Then this thing Bhai would not be there. Bhai is there because of the so Krishna says, Bhoktaram yali tapasam sarva lokam vaishna. Shrohadam sarva bhutanam yajyatva mam shanti bhiccha. You become very, very peaceful. Three things. Bhoktaram, I am the enjoyer. So enjoyer is Krishna. That's why I offer him first. No, we are not the enjoyer. We are to be enjoyed by Krishna, not enjoyed. So Bhoktaram, whatever you do, yajyatva sarva, I am the supreme Lord, the supreme controller. Not that here everybody wants control, but we should be controlled by Krishna. Sarvalok Ishwara means control. But he is our well-wisher. Whatever he does is for our good. So, well-wisher. And by knowing this, we become peaceful, happy, and we become fearless. That Krishna is there. Like Prabhupada was sitting in the train, and then Prabhupada was small 5-year-old boy. Then this conductor was the friend of Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan Dey. So he says, get down, you have no ticket. He says, no, my father is there. So we could become fearless like Prabhupada, as our Supreme Father is Krishna, and he will definitely protect us. It is guaranteed he will protect us. But we have to surrender to him, and we want to become independent. but we are not independent in any respect, in any way or shape. I will say I'm independent, but we depend on the tea. Independent is where we will take birth, what uni we will take birth, where we will go, when do we have, when I will die, who will I get married, whether I will get good job, good salary, good bank balance. Nothing is in our hand. It's all, but still we feel that I am free. And Prabhupada's teacher, I mean, spiritual master, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, don't depend on this also, who are the politicians, whether country is free or not. Krishna consciousness much higher. You spread that and depend on Krishna. So he did that. He meditated on the words of Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj. He came to America with so much problem, but still he could do so much that nobody has done in the past or even in the future. Nobody will be able to do what Prabhupada has done in such a short time of 10, 11 years. He was there 65, he started his ISKCON in 66, and he left in 77. So if we become fearless, like uh, follow the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj, even Jhansi ki Rani or Abhimanyu, he knew how to go in, but he was fearless. He fought with the 7 Maharathis. You may say, was he a devotee? Yes, he was a devotee, son of Subhadra. So how he would not be devotee? Pandavas depended completely on Krishna, and they were protected at so many steps. Every time that Krishna came and protected them, and he is still ready to protect us also. It's not that they were Pandavas, they are his Parshas, but he is ready to protect us. But we have to surrender, and its process is easy, but with easy, simple-hearted people. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to surrender to Krishna because our false ego and this Maya, it obstructs us. No, why you should say? You are independent, you are the boss. Just do it. You are macho, very good. Go on, do this. Go, you will be able to fight with Maya. But Maya is Vratya, do Atya. It's not, it's very, very difficult to cross over the Maya. So we are reading about the purport in text number 5. We'll continue that. The necessities of material world are Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya, and Maithun. Eating, sleeping, mating, and depending. In this material world, everyone is in fearful consciousness. Sada samudvigna dhyam. And the only Uddigna means agitated. Just like our strings are being broken or pulled. And then so this, when it is pulled more and more, now anxiety to become depression. And from depression, there's so many psychiatric conditions. And the psychiatrist cannot cure you. You have to depend on Krishna. This is a material problem, and we have to take the opposite as the spiritual solution, not material things. Only means to make everyone fearless is Krishna consciousness. When Lord Narasimha appeared, all the devotees became when he appeared, became fearless. The devotees' hope of becoming fearless is to chant the holy names of the Lord, Narasimha Dev. Yato yami tato Narasimha. Wherever we go, we must always think of Lord Narasimha Dev. Thus, there will be no fear for the devotee of the Lord. So there is devotees of the Lord are always protected by the Lord. So we read text number 3, text number 4, text number 4 and 5. We'll read one more verse and talk about this, how we could become fearless. That's our main topic of Prahlad and characteristics of Prahlad. We will. So text number 6. Can you hear well? Everybody is okay? Or if anybody has any comments, questions, anything?
We can hear, Maharaj.
Okay, thank you. So I will read text number 6. So tat karasparsh dhuta kila shubha sapadibhivyakta paratma darshanah tatpada padmam tadinivrato dadau rashyat tanuhu klin Nahradashrulochanaha. By the touch of Lord Narasimha's hand on Prahlad Maharaj's head, Prahlad was completely freed of all material conditions and desire. So we cannot become desireless, but our desire should be to serve Krishna. Not that you become desireless, but yes, you have desire to serve Krishna. That's what Prahlad Maharaj asked. At least make sure that I don't desire anything material. Material things are there are so many and we depend on them, but we should not depend on them. We should be depend on Krishna's mercy. He will meet us spirit. Abhaya Charanara Vindale. Bhaja Hure Mana Shri Nandanandana. Abhaya Charanara Vindale. His lotus feet are Abhaya. Abhaya means fearless. He at once became transcendently situated, and all the symptoms of ecstasy became manifest in his body. That's the body of the Prahlad Maharaj. His heart filled with love, and his eyes with tears, and thus he was able to completely capture the lotus feet of the Lord within the core of his heart. So he captured his attention on the lotus feet of the Lord Narasimhadev. So purport is stated in Bhagavad Gita. Mamchayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan kin samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service, who does not fall down in any circumstance, at once transcends the modes of material nature. We are under the stringent laws of material nature. Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Guna means rasi, rope. It is binding us, like the ropes are binding to the puppets. So we are like puppets. But we think I'm not the puppet. I am the puppeteer. I will do. And that is so we should become the puppets in the hands of the Lord. We are in the hands of the Durga Devi, and she makes us dance. But we should dance for the Lord. When we come to the Lord, we just don't even pay obeisances, just go away or say Tata. He's not our body. He's the Supreme Lord. So we should, with love and devotion, we should pay our respectful obeisance. Dandavat pranam. Fall down. One time you fall down at the lotus feet of the Lord, it's equal to 10 Ashwamedh yajna. So much piety. So we should surrender and pay our obeisances whenever you go to the temple, and even when you go out of the temple, that you should pay your respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord. So, Osana Pratha, those who take shelter of me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, merchants, as well as Sudras, workers, can approach the supreme destination. They could approach our supreme destination in the lotus feet of the Lord. And you are eligible to go. Whoever it is, whoever desires. So what is the mulyam? Laulyam api ekle mulyam. We should have a laulyam. Laulyam means intense desire to serve the Lord, intense desire to chant the holy name, intense desire to serve his devotees, intense desire to surrender everything to the Lord. So there should be desire should be so intense that just like a kamahi nari pyari jingi, like the lustful man wants some woman to enjoy, lovi, the greedy man always wants to see where is money, where is money. Lovai Prijimidam, Timi Raghunath and Nirantar, oh my Lord, Raghunath, that I remember you, I serve you, just like these two categories of people. They are so much fall and prey to those items. So let Krishna dictate us, let Krishna protect us, let Krishna, and whatever way he does, he handles, we should just be happy in that. So our mind has to be trained. The suffering and everything is in the mind. So mind has to be absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. And Krishna will protect us. On the strength of these verses from Bhagavad Gita, it is evident that although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demonic family, and although virtually demonic blood flowed within his body, he was cleansed of all material bodily contamination. As an example. Hari bol, beta, I am giving the class. I will call you in minutes. Hari bol. So, if we are we are a devotee, and make sure that we have no ahankara. Ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti man. Because of the vimud. Vimud means foolish, completely विशेष तरह से
Maharaj, थोड़ा आवाज कम हो गया. Little bit voice is less. Hare Krishna.
really not by us. So we should give him the credit.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Elements on the spiritual path could not stop him from progress. But he was directly.
Can anyone hear me?
Guarded. Those who are physically and mentally contaminated by.
Yes, Mataji, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was wondering, voice is coming less, Maharaj.
Contamination is immediately fit.
I think Maharaj can't hear me.
Hare Krishna, I think he is no longer on speakerphone.
Okay.
I think just one thing, contamination. We are made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and unallied deals. Unallied means just like allied, allows one who knows the chemistry. And so they just change the nature just by putting something another. Like iron is there and it is pure form, but when you put some different kind of substance, it becomes steel or copper or whatever it is. You have so many different products, but the original elements are earth, water, fire, air.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Ego, because of the ego, we are in the material world. We should give our ego and surrender to the Lord.
Yeah, Prabhuji, Maharaj. Let me see if I can call Maharaj.
Yeah, I think he might have received a call, and that's how the audio switched.
I'm also going to call him. Okay.
Day before yesterday, I was in Indore, and a big person who sells so much real estate. I went to him so that he could sell real estate. You have problem? Yes. Can you hear?
Maharaj, I think आपका speaker बंद हो गया. We can't hear.
Oh. Okay, let me see.
Maharaj, can you hear us?
अब ठीक है?
आपको हमारी आवाज आ रही है?
Is it okay?
या थोड़ा वॉल्यूम कम है. अभी आपका फोन आया ना
किसी?
हाँ, now we can hear. Can you hear us?
स्पीकर बंद हो गया.
हाँ, can you hear us?
अब चालू हुआ?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, Maharaj, अभी बिल्कुल ठीक है.
हाँ, अब ठीक है.
Okay.
हम थोड़ा.
Okay, I'm sorry how it happened.
After your call came, we were not able to hear at all. After your call came.
Oh, after my call came.
Yeah,
I don't know what I spoke.
Maharaj, we kept calling for you, but you couldn't hear us. We couldn't hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I hope everything would be okay. On the strength of these verses from Bhagavad Gita, it is evident that although Prahlad Maharaj was born in a demonic family, and although virtually demonic blood flowed within his body, he was cleansed of all material bodily contamination because of his exalted position as a devotee. A devotee it's a very exalted position. Devotee is not like cheap. Devotee, why exalted? He has given up his ahankar, and so this devotee is naturally very elevated because he surrendered to the Lord. He depends on the Lord. He just remembers the Lord all the time. He's chanting the holy name of the Lord. Holy name is Krishna himself. So it depends on that. It depends on Prasad only. It depends on the mercy. It depends on his other devotees. So we should always be in association with devotees in a proper atmosphere and surrender and chant and read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Then Krishna will protect us. This month is very special, and I'm thankful to Ruhmani Padma that she gave me this today to speak. Today's Dhanteras. Diwali has started already for 5 days. So first 3 days that I told you, and then there is a Gordhan. Lord has a Gordhan Lila. He lifted the Gordhan hill and had Annakut, offered so many food grains. We should offer to Lord everything, and Lord accepts that. Then he brought it back everything again, and then there is a Bhai Dooj. So 5 days are of the Diwali time. But it is contamination. We pray to the Lord to remove all the contamination from our heart, contamination to enjoy the material world. Contamination, we become very, very envious from to the Lord also. Although Lord is giving everything, So I met this big broker, and he said that why we should worship Lord Ram. He had a Ditya, like worshipping Sai Baba. So that Sai Baba, Sai Ram, who he is worship, and he worship Hanuman. But Hanuman is a devotee of the Lord. Lord Ram is a. So why you don't want to worship the Lord? Oh, then he called me that yes, you are right. So what I'm saying that if we have to become a devotee of the Lord and surrender to Him, those who are physically and mentally contaminated by atheism cannot be situated on the transcendental platform. But as soon as one is freed from material contamination, he is immediately fit to be situated in devotional service. So this Prahlad, and just one more verse, then Prahlad is praying. So I will take this quickly, and then we will have some discussion. अस्तौ सिद्धरी मेकाग्र मनसा सुसमाहित प्रेम गदगदा वाचा तन्यस हृदये क्षणः. Prahlad Maharaj fixed his mind and sight upon Lord Nrsimhadev with full attention. He is complete in, he was in completely in trance. With a fixed mind, he began to offer prayer in law with a faltering voice. गदगद कंठ से उन्होंने प्रार्थना की. The word susamahita means very attentive or fully fixed. The ability to fix the mind in this way is a result of yoga siddhi, mystic perfection. As it is stated in Srimad Bhagvatam, Dhyanavastitadadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yoginah. One attains yogic perfection when he is fixed, freed from all material diversions, and his mind is fixed upon the lotus feet of the Lord. This is called samadhi or trance. Lord Maharaj attained that stage beyond the senses because he was engaged in service. He felt transcendently situated, and naturally his mind and attention became saturated in transcendence. In that condition, he began to offer his prayers, and these are now Prahlad's prayers. Very beautiful prayers. So one should sing them, one should read and then follow them. And so there is so much to say about this fearless condition, and we all should become fearless. Why we should remain in even here? We should take the service of the Lord, and He will make us fearless. Abhay Charanar Vindhari, Ajay Hudeman. See Nanda. So we should pray to the Lord, and then He will make us fearless. Lord is everywhere. Yato Nashimo, Parato Nashimo. He's here, He's there, He's up, down, side, corners, everywhere. He protects from the head, He protects feet, He protects from all that, and we pray to that, and we depend on Him. And then whether we are, protection means protection of our devotional service, protection of this body is going to die any time, doesn't matter, but He protects everything. Means whether once you surrender, He protects. Akama sarva kamo. Even you are desireless, but or you have so many desires. Moksha kam, you want liberation. Udarati, but tivrena bhakti yogena, that with tivra, attentive bhakti yoga, then you please worship the Lord and He will protect. It is His promise. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta prajna. Kunti putra, you declare boldly to the world that my devotee never perishes, never suffers, never goes down. I am the swift Tesham aham samudartha mrityu sansara sagara. That from this mrityu sansara is place of death, 100% death. But from that one is dying and drowning in the mrityu sansar, then Krishna comes sitting on the back of the Garuda and puts his hand down, pulls up out of this material world, and we go back to Krishna's abode. We don't have to suffer. We give so many, just one lifetime, and maybe few years. If we give our attention to Krishna, and if we give our life to Krishna, He will protect us. Don't worry about He will take care of what would happen to my family and my wife, children, and they are all being taken care of. Not that we are not really the caregiver. Krishna is giving oxygen, Krishna is giving food, Krishna is giving shelter, Krishna is giving making them healthy. Krishna is giving them they could breathe, their heart could beat. Otherwise, he could stop at any moment. So somehow, if we just may not be that much, it may take years or life, so many lifetimes, or at least we should begin somewhere. We could begin only in the human life. So now, Athato Brahma Jigyasa, that now we have this human form of life. Now let us inquire about the absolute truth. Absolute truth is Krishna, and let us surrender to it. Hare Krishna, wish you happy holidays, happy so many things but let us just protect the devotional service of ours and others, bring others to the lotus feet of the Lord, surrender to your Guru and Gauranga, and he will protect. It is his promise. Even if you have done so many abominable things, api chetsu duracharo vajate mam ananya bhag. Sadhu reva samantavya samyak vyavasthis. Even if you are so durachari, completely so much abominable activity, but he should be accepted as a sadhu because he is rightly situated in his devotee, fixed in his devotee service. Whatever demonic nature we may have, or we may have killed any number of people, but Krishna will forget all. Yeah. So Krishna is so great. Just like the president of the country can forgive any criminal, even he has to be hanged the next day. So why Krishna cannot do? Is the owner, master, everything. This of all the means our world is only 1/4, 3/4, 3 times more is the spiritual world, and is the king of the spiritual world, and he will protect us. One thing we should depend on. So thank you very much. If you have any questions or comments, we can discuss. Thank you for your attention and giving your valuable time. Wish you all happy holidays. So any questions, comments?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Danda Pranam, all gracious to Prabhupada. It was so nice to hear from your lotus mouth the glories of Prahlad Maharaj and how Narasimhadev was pleased with him. Yes, that's what Krishna says. Bhaktamam janati avanjani tattavam tattva vishate tadarantaram or bhakta tu anana shakka evam idam vidorjuna gyatam drashtum cha. Yes. So, yeah, yes. So Krishna, Vishnu, Narayan, please only with the devotional service, not with the karma kandis or the karma. I mean, karma bhaktas are okay, but when the devotee is there, he likes. Of course, he is the object of his affection. So it's so nice to see that that fearsome form of the Lord in Narasimhadev form. He was smiling and nicely, I mean, so affectionately cuddling that small Prahlad Maharaj. It's so nice to reflect upon the mercy of the Lord. Even he forgot all his fierceness and all his anger just by looking at this small little 5-year-old surrendered devotee. So nice to reflect and meditate upon. And you also dwelt upon the Damodar Lila pastime. Maharaj, I have one question. My question is, how is prayer represented in the Navavida Bhakti? So Navavida Bhakti doesn't refer to prayer directly. So is it? I understand that prayer has glorification, vandanam, and smaranam, vandanam is there. But there is a part of the prayer which where we express our desire after glorifying the Lord, after submitting ourselves humbly. So is that asking a desire, looking for a desire from the Lord, is it out of the Navaveda Bhakti?
No, this vandanam, you could desire, but desire to serve. How I may serve you, my Lord. Show me the path. How I could serve you, what I can do for you, but not material desires. Material desires will drown you. It is just flickering happiness, but then again it goes away. Just very short. We are in the material world from time immemorial, desiring something material. Why? But we are not material being. We can never be happy in this material atmosphere. We are a spirit soul,
Mhm.
part of Krishna. So we should always look for the service of the Lord, not service of the body or senses. Body is made together with the senses put together.
Yes.
But why to ask for something that we are not? And we are not the senses. We are not the body. This karma kand is just to satisfy us, our senses, not serve the Supreme Lord. That is our real position.
Okay, now it's become clear, Prabhu, Maharaj. That is the Navavi, our prayer also after Vandanam and putting ourselves humbly. The prayer also should be to be engaged in one or more of those Navavida Bhaktis. That's why Navavida Bhakti doesn't refer to. Okay, got it. Maharaj, and thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for your nectar class and the purifying association.
Because you are nectar, you are eager to hear, that's why you took it as a nice. But otherwise, if your mind is somewhere else, you'll say, what is this talking? Nonsense. Let me spend some time other somewhere else. Or you may feel bored. But if you are eager to hear, then it becomes nectarian. Okay. Anyone else has any comments?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Geeta. Thank you so much for your very, very nectarine class. I want, if you can kindly tell me about that Durvasa Rishi's episode that you were saying during Ekadashi. I didn't really.
Right. See, Ambarish Maharaj was fasting for almost whole year. He had some satra that he would eat after so many Ekadashis, and that was the time to break his fast. But Durvasa Muni went to take bath, and he had his own time. He did not come in time, and Brahmanas advised him that this is the time for breaking up. In the calendar, if you see Vaishnava calendar or ISKCON calendar, they will say you that you eat, like today was Dwadashi, you eat grain, break the fast at such and such time.
Yes.
Between 6 and so you see that. So it was time for him to break the fast. So, but he could not without offering first to his chief guest. So his priest advised him that you just take some water, and by taking water, it is not food. You are just breaking because you're accepting. He was doing some Nirjala Ekadashi. So he took little water, but he was a yogi, and so yogi could knew, oh, he took something, he ate or he drank. How come he do that without my command? I'm a yogi, I could destroy him. And he tried to burn him down by producing Kritya, Rakshasi, dimness, because yogis have power in their hairs. So that's what Bhaktivinoda Thakur cut all the hairs of this imposter god, Phalgu Baba. Vivishek something name, and he put him in the prison, and then had his barber cut off his all the head, and then he became completely limp and powerless, and gradually he died in the prison cell. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was fearless, Prabhupada was fearless. So fearlessness is one of the quality of the Abhayam Sattvam. There are, I think, 33, 34 items, but fearlessness is the first quality of devotee.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Durvasa Rishi was a very angry man, right? I mean, saint. And
Yes,
so
yes.
was one of the avatars of Rama, Krishna, who's that when Ramji was doing the Dhanush for Sita Mata.
Parashuram.
Parashuram was also very angry type. Yeah.
He was Shaktavashya avatar. He was a devotee of Lord Shiva. He's given all the power to kill so many Kshatriyas. 21 times he killed, but then some of those were left and they ran away to Western countries. This Kshatriya from India. So still they are like Germany and South America, North America. They are descendant from the Kshatriyas.
But
all white body.
But it is strange, Prabhuji, that a monk is supposed to be, peaceful, like a devotee. And Durvasa Rishi was such an angry man, It doesn't go with his position.
Can you repeat that, please?
Like it is unlike Rishi to be so angry. They should be peaceful if they're doing so much tapasya.
Yeah. But rishis are devotees, and this tapasya that make them hard-hearted, they are gaining some material power. But getting material power is useless. Any kind of anima, mamima, lagima, garima, all these yogic siddhis has of no value. You should become a devotee of the Lord. That is important. You may be able to walk on the water, or walk on the thorns, or go on the fire and not be killed. But these are not. They are some kind of gymnastics. Like Prahlad Maharaj never asked, but see his Holika, she was asking that he would not be burned by the fire, but she was the first one to be burned. And Prahlad Maharaj did not have not even a touch of the fire. So you see.
So Durvasa Rishi wasn't that elevated in that way? That means
he was elevated for having so many yogic siddhis. He could walk and run anywhere. He went all the way to Vaikuntha Lokaya. And then he was sent by Vishnu that you go back to Ambarish Maharaj. I cannot protect.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome. Anyone else has any comments?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, my Danat Pranam, all Guru Shri Prabhupada Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for the wonderful class and, explaining about the power of the holy name and so many other things we heard today, like how we can, sometimes I think like that, but then Haridas Thakur, you mentioned like, sometimes we think that like, even if our chanting is not good, we're not doing DT Seva so much, even if our offerings are not good, but at least, Lord and his name is there with us, some Sahara is there. So, and now we are seeing our big acharyas, Haridas Thakur, are also dependent on the holy name. So that's a big support for us like that. And also, Maharaj, did you discuss, because I went on another call to like a doctor call, did you discuss Damodar Lila a little bit, Maharaj?
No, I did not. I forgot about that.
Okay.
But just in 2 minutes, I will tell there are not that many
and
devotees are there.
Quickly, I will note the last verse. You did 9 point.
No.
9, 7.
I did like up to Prahlad, like up to number 7, and you have to start from number 8.
8.
Three
Okay.
Prahlad watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
4, 5, 6, 7. 4 verses. Okay.
4 verses. Okay. Thank you so much.
And then Prahlad Maharaj is praying to the Lord.
Yes. So a little bit of Damodar Lila, which can enlighten us. Every year we look for this.
Yeah. Okay. I will just tell in a few minutes that once Yashoda Mai saw that my Lala goes to so many places and he steals the butter. It is like devotees wanted them to come to his house, but just in a way that he should come. So he used to go and test the butter to fulfill their desires of the gopis. But also they will go and just see the face of Krishna and how he's fearful and he's being caught red-handed, and it's just a village tricks. And so they brought him to Yashoda Mai, and he says, no. So let me make my own butter, nice butter. So he had some special cows, and they feed that pushpagandha, milk, grass. They give it to a cow, and then the milk is given again to the another cows, and that way they collect the milk and they put some yogurt, make the yogurt of that, and she was churning. But Lala had to make some to release Yamarjun trees. So Narad Muni cursed them. So he woke up early, he came, he climbed on the lap of the mother, just like a little 2.5-year-old child, and he was sitting on the lap and he started drinking the milk of the mother. So they pull the sari, and then the children, they suck the breast. So he was drinking that, but then the mother saw that the other milk that she would make the butter next day or in the evening is boiling over. It's a transcendental. The milk is also thinking that Lord would drink the mother's milk, but I will drink my milk. And it's overflowing. So he said, let me sacrifice. So he wanted to sacrifice himself. And mother's milk was unlimited milk, unlimited Krishna hunger for the mother's love. She was drinking, but then mother saw the milk coming out. So she said that, let me just put him down and I will feed him later on. So she went to the oven and to shut it off. but by that time so much milk it came down. So then she comes back after setting up the oven or a stove, and she came to the child and seeing that, oh, the pot is broken, because he was angry. He wanted to show the transcendental anger. He had to do some Lila. So we could sing those Leelas and become free from this material contamination. We could sing, just singing those stories, like you are eager to hear the story of Damodar Lila. So, and Krishna, this Bal Gopal, he went, and then there was a this pot, grinding mortar. So he made it upside down. He climbed down on it. He went to a room, and there were many monkeys were standing outside the window. So he was feeding them all the butter, which was hanging up on the ceiling. And then the mother came, seeing all these and footprints. So she went. She took a little stick and went there, and little Damodar became a little bit fearful. So he came down. He jumped down, and he was running. But mother thought that he may do some other mischief, or he may become fearful, or he may run away from the home. And she could not keep him away from her side even for a few moments. He was always thinking of him. So she said that let me tie him. So she wanted to tie the little baby. She wanted to tie the little baby with some rope. So she was running behind, and Krishna was running, and he saw that his mother is so much tired. So he would stand still. She wanted to tie but one rope, two ropes, hundreds of ropes, and she could not tie to the little hard. Ultimately, he saw that mother is part of window. She's tired, she's sweating, her all the hairs become so she could tie. Then she was tired, she went inside some household. And then Krishna had in my money, cursed is enlarged. Not poor and money. Standing in street. And that was the mercy of Narada, because they were getting naked with the Apsara in the heavenly planets. So they were at the courtyard. That was the mercy that they born and watch all the childhood pastimes of the Lord.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Yes. थोड़ा cut हो गया था. Now
So
we can hear. Yeah.
Okay. So many universes are sitting in the head of the Ananta Shesh, but he does not feel them. It's just like mustard seeds, whole universe. So it's not like Atlas, oh, so much tired. No, he's much not tired. So anyway, so Krishna just pulled those two trees. They fell down with making a big sound, and children were nearby playing, and they see that two dazzling men has coming with so much dressed up demigods. They circumambulated the Lord. Lord did not say a thing. They prayed to the Lord and paid their obeisances with their crowns. And Lord says, okay, you go to your own demigod position. So they went there. But children, when they were saying such and such thing, the parents did not believe how it is possible for a little child to pull the two big trees which are standing there, deep rooted. Their roots were deep. How it is possible? Children said, we saw that he pulled them. But anyway, Lord does so many leelas. And so Dam means the rope, and Udar means stomach. Okay?
Mom?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Hello?
Sorry, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So that is Damodar Leela. Means there are much more than that, but we read that all in the Damodar Astak. So Damodar Astak should be read and every day, and we should offer ghee lamp. And Krishna so mercifully gives you 1,000 times. He could liberate you just by that. And we worship to the rope also. Anything that comes in contact with Krishna becomes, it is Tadiya Nam Samachare. Tadiya means anything used by Krishna. A devotee is also Tadiya. Tadiya means his own person. Okay. So
thank you so much.
Is up.
So much. And also, Maharaj, like we heard of how the blessings like given by devotee are actually taken care by Krishna. Like for example, Haridas Thakur, was
Yes.
and even by Naradji. So are there any more situation like this where like a devotee is giving a kind of a curse like he gave to Nalaku where it became trees? Is there any more stories in the Bhagavatam which enlighten us with this?
So many. Even Jay and Vijay, they were cursed, but they were devotees and they were liberated. Even these three births that they have taken, even Kans, and because he was fearful, so he was remembering Krishna out of fear. Some out of lust, some out of envy, just like Shishupal out of envy. But then he was liberated.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj, because you
anyway, whatever way, we should come in touch with Krishna.
Yes.
Make our connection. We have forgotten our connection. So we could make our connection. Whichever form or shape. You read in Bhaktamal thousands of stories.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, because the Lila, we never get bored of it. Something new to learn, Like one time in our call, when Mataji was saying that we have to offer to not only focus on Damodar's, feet, belly, but also on Yashoda, because Yashoda is a devotee of Krishna, and in such a love, she's worshipping him, and and I think also, yes, Maharaj,
very true. Okay.
And Prabhupada also said in this context that children should never be actually hit. You have to show them the stick like Yashoda Ma did, or we can tie them because we are not hurting them or giving them a slap. So all this we are learning from Yashoda, how to raise a child, to discipline the child, but in a loving way. So all glories this month. So much, Maharaj.
Okay.
Anybody has any question, comment before we end the call? It's almost quarter to.
Yeah. No, I just thought that I know the answer, but I think since it keeps coming now, when Rupini Mataji talked about Yashodama, that we should also pray to her. So yes, we know that Radharani is the highest devotee of Lord Krishna, but and Yashoda Ma would be after that. One should not compare actually, but it does come to my mind. That's why I'm talking, that Yashoda Ma would be because actually a mother has the highest position in life, isn't it, Prabhuji? So so I sometimes
it's a different relationship. Radharani is in conjugal relationship. She's in the maternal, paternal law. It's a different, but it's on the same level.
Same
it should
level.
not be. But Radharani is Krishna himself.
Yes.
Radharani is not different. She's God. Supreme Lord, Supreme Goddess. So anyway, but Yashodama is also position is not lower, and we should not really compare or do on this and devotee. Oh, he's good, he's better.
Yes.
No, just think and worship whatever your mood is. If you are Vatsalya mode and you want to serve Krishna as a Bal Gopal, then serve like as the Yashodama did. If you want to love in a conjugal law, then follow in the footsteps of the gopis. Gopi Padakam or whatever that you want to desire, then you follow in that way. But everybody has an eternal relation with Krishna, and we have forgotten that relation. By serving and by remaining, then you will have, just like Hanumanji would never want to become like Lord Ram's brother or any another relationship or father. He's always like as a servant. So we have a relationship already. We have forgotten that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So anything comes to mind of anyone else, or we will end now? Okay, let us end now. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya krapa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vranda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Gaur Bhakta ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much, Maharaj, for taking the class.
And Maharaj,
Kartik Mantra. Thank you.
Very happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah,
Happy
Diwali to
Dhanteras.
everybody.
Jai Krishna. Yeah.
Happy Choti and Big
Jai
Diwali.
Krishna.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Hare.
Okay,
Jai
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Now I would not have any class until the 10th or 11th, until 11th of November. I will be in Vrindavan. You could always, anybody can call me, and for any time. My number I can give 905-851-9771. That's a WhatsApp number. So anybody can call. Or call Radharaman.
You will not be giving, you'll be in Vrindavan. Which date can I note it down?
Till
Yeah,
10th November.
from tomorrow till 10th of the November.
10th November.
10th of November.
Okay, okay. And then you in class because you're there.
So anybody has noted down the number, because I don't have a pen right now.
I can send you the number, Mataji.
Okay. Thank you, Rupini Mataji.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Okay, okay. I will.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Raj.
जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
Jai, Jai,
मंत्र की जय राधा दामोदर की जय
Jai,
सब भक्त जय.
Jai.
Hare.
Maharaj ki jai.
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण मुकुंद प्रभु are you still there?
Hare Krishna, yes, Maharaj.
Oh, Hare Krishna Mukund. I'm very happy that at least you come time to time.
Yes, I try to always come.
Okay, bro. Everything is okay?
Yes, everything's good, Maharaj. Thank you.
Okay. So I make a plan to come to Kargon at least this time.
Yeah, I'm
Whenever you
trying to
come,
figure this out.
Okay. Okay, bro.
Haribol.
Okay, you could come with your friends. There's many number, doesn't matter. You could always come and you are all welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Run the center nicely. Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.